Hello everyone, this is Jimmy Singh, broker, owner of Supermax Realty, 647-961-2639. Welcome to my channel, Real Estate Edge with Jimmy Singh. In this video blog, I like to talk about market stats for Greater Toronto Area for month of May 2020. So our Toronto Real Estate Board have just released the stats, and they said in 416, which is Toronto, average detached price is up 20.5% year over year, and the average house detached is close to $1.716 million. And in 905 area, which is suburb of GTA, detached house is sitting around $1.33 million, price up 41.3% year over year. See, house prices are going up. Government is trying their best by keeping the interest low and relocating all the credit investments into real estate and construction. So we have boom everywhere. And CMHC, they have a special first time buyer program where they give you 5 to 10% down payment towards your purchase. And the recent change they made was qualifying income they increased from $120,000 to $150,000 income. And instead of borrowing, the ratio, initially they were giving you 4 times your income. Now they become flexible and giving you 4.5. So this is, the incentive they give for the first time buyers. So, they want to participate in your equity growth. And I know in June the 1st, they also put in place the stress test, for people to feel that they are doing something. But I don't think so. It's going to, tame the beast because market is firing all cylinders. And since the first quarter of 2021, prices every month are increasing 2 to 3% in pretty much all Greater Toronto Area markets: Golden Horseshoe, Niagara Falls, Hamilton, Cambridge, Kitchener-Waterloo, London, as far as Windsor, Ottawa. So all the markets, appreciation is very, very healthy. So what happened is with condos, let's talk about condos because that is the market that was struggling. So Toronto stats for May says in 416 condo market, the average price was hovering around $716,000 and the prices are up 6.3% from last year. In 905 areas, GTA areas, Mississauga, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Vaughan, Scarborough, Pickering, average condo price is hovering around $603,000, and the condo prices are up 21.4%. And it makes sense. A lot of new immigrants, they can't afford a $1.3 million house, and the condo size are pretty big in GTA versus in Toronto where the condo sizes are small and they can't raise the family there. And this is the reason there's a weak rental demand in Toronto, because people left the biggest city to work remotely. And obviously with new Airbnb regulation in Toronto, lot of investors lost interest, and they just sold their units. The median price, if I see year over year, it's up 1.2% in the first quarter. And the core downtown actually is down 0.6%. And what happened actually was when the investors were selling in panic, or they see their units are left vacant since last year because nobody is coming to universities or go back to their office towers in big buildings in downtown. So a lot of these first time buyers, they took advantage and benefit of the low interest, and there's a lot of deals to be had. So if you watch my previous videos from December, October, November 2020, I keep saying everybody, if you're a first time buyer, or a tenant, this is your great opportunity to go in core prime A plus locations in downtown. And what happened is when they start selling earlier this year 2021, lot of first time buyer saw an opportunity, and we see the sales surge in January, February, March, April, and then it's pretty flat, and then now it start declining again. Another interesting fact or stat I want to share, the research firm Urbanation, they said in first quarter of 2021, the difference between average monthly condo ownership cost and average rent in Toronto, it is close to $700, meaning average investors are losing money of $700, and this gap keep increasing since 2017. And they make some kind of calculation based on 80% loan to value, meaning these investors, they just put 20% down, and their mortgage amortization or length is 30 years. So pretty much they're losing money. But some people feel it's okay to lose $600-700 because tenants are paying their principal down, and they can write off their interest, and eventually these things will go up. Again, everybody has their own way of investing. But if I talk about inventory, the inventory for single family homes is still hovering close to 1 month of supply, because what happened is in pandemic, housing prices were such in Toronto, unaffordable, making people move to suburb. Now this same unaffordability is spreading from bigger market to smaller markets. If I see London, see Kitchener, if I see Windsor, if you see the prices, lot of these people are going to these secondary markets, they have seen sudden surge in the house prices. And some parts inventory is still very tight, and active buyers still face a very stiff competition. And some of these buyers, they're just taking a break. They throw a bunch of offers, in some of the markets, sitting on realtor.ca, seeing a listing agent priced at $499, though the original house is worth $650 or $7, and then after 4 or 5 offers, they just give up, right? So that is another thing. I have a humble request to my fellow real estate agents, that if a property is worth $800,000, kindly not price it at $499 just to create more frenzy and to please your sellers. Because I personally feel if a house is worth $800,000, you price at $499, you're just wasting people's time. You get 20 offers, poor like 60% people, they think they can get for $500,000. You wasted agent's time, buyer's time. Yes, you feel good about yourself, and you can claim I sold the property $300 over asking, though you priced the property $300 to begin with. So my humble request, it create more panic, confusion in the buyer's mind. So kindly price it close to fair market value. I understand there are some unique properties which is hard to price, but if it's a subdivision house, pretty much 2,000 square feet, every other house is the kind of same, you can go 15-20 days and see what market is doing. So let's move on from my rant. So sales are still very brisk in smaller towns. I still see heavy bidding in low range houses. So let's say if somebody is looking to buy a house in London, so if you're looking at low price point like 500,000 or less, you will see multiple offers. Yes, not 40 offers, but in some properties I still see 8, 10, 15 offers right now. Mid-tier market in any city like London, let's say talk about London. So mid-tier market is what is 650, 7. So that market also is very active. And if you study also Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, Hamilton prices actually, as a matter of fact, in 5 years, they gone substantially up. So I start investing in Hamilton when the average detach I picked in East Hamilton, by 100,000, right? Those are the times, good times like 2002, 2003. But now they're at par with Burlington and very close to Oakville. If you go to Ancaster, the West Point, Same Waterloo Kitchener prices. Even you go North London, in a good neighborhood in North London by Sunningdale, you can see some houses 25-2600 builders are making at 1.2, 1.3. So prices have jumped a lot, and lot of people are now questioning the logic of their move from a bigger city to a small town, because the only driver were affordability and a bigger house, right? So another stat, Toronto Real Estate Board came up with the sales for semi-detached houses. They were very popular. So in 416 Toronto area, average semi is selling at $1.32 million, and the price is up 16% year over year. In 905 Greater Toronto area, average semi you can buy for $915,000, and the prices are up 27.8. Again guys, this is average. If you are, let's say, looking to buy in Brampton, let's say in a good area, Mount Pleasant, close to Mississauga Road, Steeles, or in Castlemore, with a finished basement, separate entrance, legal, you're looking north of $1 million. So be very, very mindful. These average stats, they don't show you true picture, and you don't base prices based on what the agent is listing on realtor.ca, because lot of agents are underpricing a lot, right? So work with professionals who know what they're doing, and they have your best interest in their heart. As far as townhouses in 416 areas, Toronto area, average price is sitting around $945,000. In the month of May 2021, the prices are up 19%. In 905 GTA areas, townhouse prices are up 27.7%, and the average price is $841,000. In total number of sales, if I talk about that, sales actually have come down from last month, which was April. In May, it is still well above 10-year average, and the sales we have in GTA as per as their MLS system is 11,951, and the sales actually fell 12.5% as compared to April of 2021. And condo sales, if I see earlier first quarter, March 2021, condo sales are down 23% in Toronto. And in downtown area right now, the cost of a good condo is sitting around $1,066 per square feet, right? So those are all the things you have to keep in mind when you're looking for your buying new property. Think long term, don't speculate. And right now, again, demand is outpacing the supply in both the downtown core Toronto area and all the suburbs, whether you're looking in Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Markham, you're looking in Pickering, you're looking in Barrie, you're looking in Hamilton areas. And the recent interesting stat or the finding from CIBC, as per Mr. Benjamin Tell, he says the Canadians, they increased their savings in pandemic, and by the end of 2020, Canadians saved over $100 billion, and that money is sitting aside. And he feel, and lot of other economists feel, that money is to be deployed in the last quarter of this year. Once vaccination is done, hopefully borders open up, people will deploy most of their savings either in travel, big time investing, which I already see people investing in real estate, pay off their debts, and they believe that the recovery should be quick, and most money will go in service sectors to boost up people spending, people going out, eating, travel, and that is a good news because they see our economy recovery should be quick. Another thing, we always, like to talk about is new immigrants. So as new Canadians, start arriving, or new immigrants start arriving, and investors again regain confidence in our markets, which they already do, but some are sitting, aside waiting for a crash, which I don't think so is going to happen. So we will see again the same momentum from 2021 taking us to 2022. So that is, some kind of prediction you can say making. but I see this momentum going to 2022. And another thing I like to share personally, I see a lot of home buyers, home owners, they feel reluctant right now to list their homes before they buy, because they see this big competition in marketplace with low supply, and they are concerned, in the multiple bidding, they won't be able to buy the property. So that is, putting a lot of pressure on the home sellers to stay away from this situation until they're finding it. And I see guys, a lot of momentum in the marketplace, and until there's substantial increase in inventory, the momentum is here to stay. And personally, I see by the end of fourth quarter in 2021, easily house prices are gonna go 8 to 10% where we are sitting right now in June first week in 2021. By the fourth quarter, 8 to 10% easy appreciation. I can already see it. In secondary markets like London, Windsor, Ottawa, we still are in a full momentum, and I can see 10 to 15% prices in some secondary markets. Cottage country is really, really hot. If you go up north, or people are looking close to Lake Erie, close to London, Grand Bend area, and even Chatham, you go by those places. So it is in great demand, and we will see how the market plays out. Again, I'm not economist. I don't know what the government policy, they might have a ace up their sleeve, but the Bank of Canada, they just said we can't do anything to calm this market. Till next time, to your success. This is Jimmy Singh, broker owner, Supermax Realty. So if you're a brand new agent looking to join a brokerage, need mentorship, and want to figure out how to build solid career in this crazy market for long term, give me a call at 647-961-2639. Or if you're an investor or a seller, or a buyer looking to invest in real estate, or profit in this market, give me a call for a free market evaluation at 647-961-2639. We've been serving our clients for last 15 years all across Greater Toronto area, Golden Horseshoe, Hamilton, Kitchener-Waterloo, London, Windsor. Talk to you soon. God bless.